I really pushed that boat out as far into the harbour as maybe it should have gone, you know? I just wanted the girls to go home. I wasn't going to make them happy. All I wanted at this stage of the evening was to have me coke wank. Now, if you don't know what a coke wank is, let me explain. When you take about a gram of cocaine or so and you get home and you're laying in bed and your friends are gone and the sun's about to come up and the depression's about to set in, you masturbate for around 4 hours. Now, this sounds excessive, and it is, but don't think you're in 58 minutes, you're in fucking agony, because the cum's right at the end of your cock, but the nerve centre in your brain refuses to pass the message on to shoot it out, and that's what keeps you at the table like a bad gambler. Now, the most important thing with a coke wank is to keep your focus. You lose your focus, you're fucked. You've hit the reset button, you've got to start again. I'll tell you how I do it. I lay on the bed with my laptop really high up on my chest, with the battery burning into my ribcage. I put the most horrific porn I can find on the screen, which often is just women punching each other. I put my hand behind the screen so I don't have to see how violently I'm fucking myself. Then through cuts, abrasions and bruises and using tears as lube, eventually you will come, but you're so dehydrated it doesn't come out in a fluid state. You just shoot like these 6 gelatin chunks. Now, ordinarily, when you come on your chest, it's best to get a towel and mop it up, but this stuff just roll in a ball and chuck. Then after you come, you realise something you didn't know before. You're almost dead. Your heart's beating at a very irregular pace. Your mouth's like cotton, so you peel yourself off the mattress to get water, but your thighs are cramping up. You walk away, you turn around, you see a sweaty outline of your body on the sheet, and it looks like the Shroud of Turin. Anyway, I was looking forward to doing that. So I said to the girls, I said, you can go home. And the big girl went, but I still want to get fucked. And I went, you're more of a package deal. Now, as soon as I said it, I felt like a fucking arsehole, right? One of the great things about being an offensive comic is you can cover your steps very quickly by going, I'm kidding, I'm crazy, I love you, I was kidding, I would love it, But I can't fuck you in front of your friend. And she points at her friend and goes, you get in the bathroom while I fuck him. And I went, yeah. I can't see why that wouldn't work. Now I've got to fuck, it would be rude not to. You can't be willing to fuck someone in a couple and not be willing to fuck them as an individual. That's bad manners, and my mother brought me up better than that. So I'm going to fuck this girl to be polite. And her friend didn't want to go into the bathroom, and she's like crying, and her friend's like pushing her, like, just get in the fucking bathroom. This big fat girl is pushing this hot girl, like, get in the fucking bathroom. And I'm so wasted, I'm getting involved, like, yeah, get in the bathroom. And so we push this hot girl into the bathroom. She sits on the toilet, she's crying, she's so hot, and she's crying like, Aah. Then she turns her hairdryer on so she doesn't have to listen. So picture like, there's this hot girl, she's crying, she's holding her hairdryer, just, Aah, Aah. Anyway, that gave me an erection. So now I've got an erection. Big question, do I wear a condom? And the answer is no. I was on too many drugs to come. No one's getting fucking pregnant. And let's be honest, 18-year-old Canadian who'd never seen cocaine, let's go out on a limb and say she doesn't have AIDS. And even if she did have AIDS, it wouldn't be the aggressive AIDS. It would be a soft, gentle, girly AIDS. It probably wouldn't kill me. So I got on top of her. I told her I was a premature ejaculator, so I didn't have to fuck her for too long. Because I knew I wasn't going to come, right? So I put my cock in her for like 10 thrusts. I went, And I just pulled out and went, ah. And she went, what was that? And I went, oh, I just came over there. And she goes, no, you didn't. I went, yes, I did. There's heaps of it over there. I wouldn't go over there, you'll get pregnant. It looks like a Jackson Pollock painting over there. Anyway, then we let a friend out of the bathroom. The girls got dressed and they went home. Now that should be the end of the story. But it's not. 5 years ago. Now this year, I went back to Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal, and I wasn't supporting some movie star. I was in the big theatre myself, and when I finished the show, I went to the stage door, and there was people waiting for my autograph, and at the end of the queue was the hot girl, all of these years later. And I took her back to my hotel, and I fucked her. Now, the reason I tell you this story is because you should never give up.
Now, before I start saying this, I want to say this, right? I believe in your right as Americans to have guns. I'm not trying to stop you from having guns. All I'm saying is this is my personal belief on the opinion. My opinion on the... it doesn't matter. I don't like guns, right? I'm going to say some things that are just facts, right? In Australia, we had guns, right? Right up until 1996. And in 1996, Australia had the biggest massacre on earth. Still hasn't been beaten. And... Now, after that, they banned the guns. Now, in the 10 years before Port Arthur, there was 10 massacres. Since the gun ban in 1996, there hasn't been a single massacre since. I don't know how or why this happened. Maybe it was a coincidence, right? Now, please understand that I understand that Australia and America are two vastly different cultures with different people, right? I get it. In Australia, we had the biggest massacre on earth, and the Australian government went, that's it, no more guns. And we all went, yeah, right then, that seems fair enough, really. Now, in America, you have the Sandy Hook massacre where little tiny children died, and your government went, maybe we'll get rid of the big guns? And 50% of you went, fuck you, don't take my guns! So here's where it gets confusing, right? Now, as I said, I'm all for your Second Amendment rights. I think you should be able to have guns. It's in your Constitution. What I am not for is bullshit arguments and lies. There is one argument and one argument alone for having a gun, and this is the argument. Fuck off. I like guns. It's not the best argument, but it's all you've got. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with saying, I like something, don't take it away from me. But don't give me this other bullshit. The main one is, I need it for protection. I need to protect me. I need to protect my family. Really? Is that why they're called assault rifles? Is it? Never heard of these fucking protection rifles you speak of? Protection? What the fuck are you talking about? You have a gun in your house, you're 80% more likely to use that gun on yourself than to shoot someone else. And people think, well, that'll never happen to me. You don't know that, because you know what? From time to time, we all get sad. One day you're happy, then you're sad, and then, it was... Protection? I had a break-in in Manchester, England, where I was tied up. I had my head cut. They threatened to rape my girlfriend. They came through the window with a machete and a hammer. And Americans always go, well, imagine if you had a gun. And I'm like, all right. I was naked at the time. I wasn't wearing my holster. I wasn't staring at the window waiting for cunts with machetes to come through. Like, what world do you live in where you're constantly fucking ready? You have guns because you like guns. That's why you go to gun conventions. That's why you read gun magazines. None of you give a shit about home security. None of you go to home security conventions. None of you read Padlock Monthly. None of you have a Facebook picture of you behind a secure door going, fucking yeah. Like, you're going to be ready if someone comes into your house. You have it at all fucking time. By the way, most people who are breaking into your house just want your fucking TV. You think that people are coming to murder your family? How many fucking enemies do you have? Geez, you think a lot of yourself if you think everyone's coming to murder you. See, if you have it readily available, it becomes unsafe. You have it in your bedside table, one of your kids picks it up, thinks it's a toy, shoots another one of your kids. Happens every fucking day. People go, that'd never happen in my house, because I'm a responsible gun owner. I keep my guns locked in a safe. Then there's no fucking protection! Someone comes into the house, you're like, wait there, fuckface. Oh, you've come to the wrong house here, buddy boy. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna fuck you up. Okay. Is it 32 to the left or 32 to the right? Your mother's birthday? Why the fuck would I know your fucking mother's birthday? Maybe if you didn't leave the window open because it's too hot in here, we wouldn't be getting fucking murdered, right? I find the NRA to be hard work. But the fact that they always think the answer is more guns. After Sandy Hook happened, the NRA said, and I quote, "None of this would have happened if the teachers had guns." I think they're forgetting what school was like. Does anyone remember that casual teacher that used to, whenever she came onto school, that relief teacher came, you and your friends would see her and go, oh, we're going to make her cry. And then she'd stand in front of the class with a bit of chalk and her hands would be shaking. And you go, you're never getting married, are you, miss? Never going to happen for you. Then she'd get back to a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle, she'd be crying over the steering wheel, just, why don't they like me? Let's give that cunt a gun and see how things work out. And then they go, oh, well, answer to that, we'll just add more guns. They go, we'll put an armed security guard at every school across America. Yeah, that'll work out. The average security guard in America earns $16 an hour. Not a lot of wiggle room to be a fucking hero. Someone comes onto the school and you've got Kevin. Now, I'm sure Kevin's shit hot at Call of Duty, but it might not fucking cut it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I understand that when I'm doing this joke in this room, 50% of you agree with me, 50% of you don't agree with me. And I do respect the people who don't agree with me. Don't think I don't. Out of the 50% that don't agree with me, 20% of those people are smart enough to realise this is a comedy show and it's not to be taken seriously, and they're laughing along because it's just funny jokes, right? And then the next 20% are sort of phased out a little bit and looking around going, I wonder how they got that chandelier up there. And then there's the last 10%, and they're fucking furious. Right now, in this room, and the people watching at home, 10% of you are fucking seething. Just... And for a couple of reasons. First reason, I'm making good points. I was in the car, and my son Hank was asleep in the back seat, and we were driving along, and on the radio comes Madonna, and my girlfriend just slips into conversation. Oh, I used to party with Madonna. And I went, you fucking what, when? And she went, I used to party with Madonna. Now, I should fill you in a little bit on this. My girlfriend used to be a model in Miami, right? I'm not bragging, I didn't get the model years. I didn't get those years. I've seen the photos, very impressive. So I said, so you used to party with Madonna, like Madonna used to have like big parties and invite models over, right? And she went, no, it would just be like me and a few other people. I go, you need to elaborate on this story right now. And she goes, oh, okay. I used to date the center for the Miami Heat. And as soon as you hear that the mother of your child used to date an NBA center, even if this guy's even slightly in proportion, a lot of things flood through your head.